Hi, I'm Jessi Allender, registered dietitian, professionally trained cook, chef, and I'm here in my lockdown experience bringing some ideas. And today I'm making my favorite smoothie. It's a chocolate banana smoothie. One of the things I've talked about before is that I like my chicken, I like the dark meat with all the skin on it, full fat. And one of the ways I balance my intake as an adult who I don't want to, gain, I want to maintain or even lose a little bit of weight, but still enjoy my food, is I don't drink too many different things. I drink water. I have a couple sips of grape juice and really limited on it, and that allows me to have more calorie intake of other things that I enjoy. But this is one of my treats that I enjoy a lot. I've got my Vitamix here, and I'm going to mix up my favorite blend. So I've got one previously frozen, very dark brown banana. There's lots of things to do with bananas when they start going bad. Throw them in the freezer. What I've started doing now actually is peeling them before I throw them in. One thing that happens if you don't peel it and then you defrost it in the skin is some of the liquor comes out and you actually get a more concentrated banana flavor in the remnants. So I'm going to peel my banana into my blender. You can make a smoothie out of anything, and you can add lots of delicious things. You can put veggies in, you can put lots of fruit in. I do some banana, and then to sweeten it up even more, I add some applesauce. And if you've watched any of my videos, you know I'm super, super frugal. So this is my remnant applesauce. There's not much left in here. There's a little bit too much for this, so I'm not going to do my trick where I just rinse it out. But that's one thing I do, is I just go ahead and add the water. But this is more than I want to put in here. So I'm going to see how much I can get out. My dad grew up during the Depression, and so he was a bottle emptier. He would spend forever with a spoon in the mayonnaise jar or whatever, getting the last bits out. And I've taken that to a whole new level. I always use a silicone or a rubber spatula if I need to clean something out. And I'm still going to use the rest of this in another recipe because it doesn't look like it, but there's more than enough. I only wanted about a quarter cup in with my one banana. So there's that. This recipe, I put in a whole bunch of cocoa. This is my cocoa powder. I bought it in bulk. Actually, some friend bought a 5-pound bag here in Hyde Park, and we split it up between about 4 different families, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong, Susan. So I got my tablespoon, and I am not leveling. I'm taking 3 heaping scoops of organic, fair trade. Very important to buy fair trade cocoa powder. We don't want it made by children, forced labor from children, or forced labor from anybody. So 3. I'm very adamant about that. If I don't want my children being forced to work, I'm not gonna get anything as long as I know that anybody else's children are forced, because they're my children too. All of our children are our children. So there's the cocoa powder and the banana. Remember, I had that leftover honey. Here's the rest of it. I used some of it to make lemonade. I'm going to add that because this recipe calls for water. It's pretty much it. Sometimes I'll add some berries, put in some water. That's going to help it mix. And the last ingredient, that's right, folks, a tray of ice. I've mentioned before I don't have a microwave. There's things I don't have in this kitchen. I don't have an ice maker. I don't have a microwave. I don't have a dishwasher. And yet life goes on. I do have an ice cube bin, but at the moment my freezer is really stocked with food. So I don't have room for my ice cube bin. So I'm having to do this the really old-fashioned way. There we go. I got my ice in there. And then I am going to blend it up, lickety split. Here we go, lots and lots of noise. there's still some chunks of ice in there, so I'm gonna let it go again. Here we go. All right, and as they say, I think it's done. Let's check it. Oh, it's a little bit thinner than I like it. Let's pour it into my cup. Oh, nice and thick. It's mostly ice and cocoa powder and banana and a little bit of applesauce. My estimate is about 80 calories in there. A banana can be over 100, but... And all that cocoa powder, rich in antioxidants. Delicious. It's tart, it's bitter, and sweet enough for me. I don't like things to be super sweet. I've gotten accustomed to it. I don't know. I've always liked things like plain yogurt and not so sweet. So this is a great treat for me, and it gives me that cocoa rush that I love. And then I just wanted to mention this plastic straw, because I know if you've watched my videos at all, you've seen me rail against single-use plastics. Do not use them, please. Please get a Brita filter. Use water from your tap if you can. I like straws for some things, and I wash them. I got this, this was from a baby bottle kit, you know, just a little very thin, and it'll clean that straw for me when I soak it in a bucket of soapy water. You can see my pink bucket back there in the sink. I keep a clean soapy water while I'm cooking, and then when I'm done with this, I can throw it in there, let it soak. And then get all the remnants out from inside it. Anyway, I hope you have a chocolate delicious day in some way or fashion. I hope you're all well, and I'd like to one more time express my gratitude to all of the frontline people who are out there fighting the coronavirus. Thank you so much for all of what you're doing, and my friends who are out there fighting. I'm keeping you all in my thoughts and my prayers, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Thanks so much for watching. Bye!